seem like I need more than just a trip just to get away. And I ain't talking popping, snorting, rolling a getaway. More like coastal touring.
So got a very interesting story here. Says biracial rapper pulls out of festival after learning white people charge $10 more than people of color. Yeah, so this rapper, this female rapper that goes by the name of Tiny Jack, never heard of her. I don't know who she is. My first time hearing about this chick. And she's racially ambiguous, like they said. And it was over a festival that she was scheduled to perform at. It was a AfroFuture. This was in Michigan, Detroit, Michigan. And it says that Tiny Jag, whose real name is Jillian Graham, was scheduled to perform at AfroFuture Fest event in Detroit in August, but when she learned about the ticket inconsistency based on race, she quickly dropped out. She says, I was immediately enraged, just because I am biracial. Grahams told the Detroit Metro Times, I have family members that would have, under those circumstances, been subjected to something that I would not ever want them to be in, especially not because of anything that I have going on. The early bird people of color tickets cost $10, while non-POC tickets, non-POC, basically white people, have to pay $20. The news outlet reported on Thursday, says the rapper said she learned of the festival's pay model when a white friend sent her a screenshot of an Instagram advertisement. She later publicly withdrew her support. Graham, whose grandmother is white, and said while she understands the goal of equity and equality for black communities, she called the move non-progressive and not solution-focused. So, in Afrofuture, the people behind the festival Afrofuture, they actually came out and they explained their policy, and they said that organizers cite equality and equity in their ticketing and state their structure was built to ensure that the most marginalized communities, i.e., black people mostly, are provided with an equitable chance at enjoying events in their own community. Affording joy and pleasure is unfortunately still a privilege in our society for POCs, people of color, and we believe everyone should have access to receiving such, the organizers wrote. Okay, so yeah, this is kind of like it's kind of like one of those gray area type of stories. I mean, I'm a very straight shooter, man. I try to do things objectively as possible. I try, but I mean, in this type of particular situation, I I get why she would be upset. This Tiny Jag girl, like I get it. I mean, she's racially ambiguous. She has Caucasian in her family tree, so yeah, you have every right to feel what you feel. I'm not gonna be the type of person to say, "Hey, you're not allowed to feel what you feel." I mean, is entitled to their personal feelings. Now, on a professional side, though, I mean, this is just me. I think it's a little unprofessional because at the end of the day, you're a performer, you're an entertainer. You know, I'm pretty sure she has a fan base. So, I mean, for people that do want to see you perform, it's kind of like that kind of sucks for them. It's like maybe there's people you had fans that were looking forward to you actually performing. And also on top of that, I mean, she's obviously not a big mainstream artist, so I mean, that's exposure. I mean, personally for me, I would never just give up a gig, for exposure and to keep, pushing for my career over something like that that has literally nothing to do with me. I have to abide to what I got going on with my career, my fans, and everything like that. But that's just me, on a professional side. So professionalism, I think, is to be a little more desired in this situation. But like I said, she has every right to feel the way she feels. It's her life. She can do what she wants. But I don't, I don't fault the people behind the Afro Future Festival to, I guess, not in a moral sense, because they're doing this for very good reason. Like, I get it. I mean, they want impoverished people, you know, they want people who are on the lower income side to be able to enjoy the festivities of a music festival. So it's the intentions are good, but I mean, this is kind of a bad idea, man, to be doing this in this hypersensitive like era we live in, where people get upset over anything, and it's just not a good look. No matter how good your intentions are, which they're good intentions, but it's just, yeah, man, this is just not the best way to go about it. I mean, at the end of the day, it is not a good look. It's unfair. I mean, you can't really just drop the price for one set of people and then just completely have the other price sit there for another group of people. It's just not fair at the end of the day. So yeah, I mean, I don't fault them on the moral side. I mean, they're just trying to help people out who may can't really afford to do these type of things because they don't have the expendable income. But yeah, I don't think this is the best way to go about it, by like just completely just having two different pricing. And living in the era that we live in, where people really don't care about the actual real information, they just go off the headline. And it's just, we live in a world where things can be very easily misconstrued. Like, things can really be just taken from one thing to the next really quickly. And, at the end of the day, there are impoverished white people as well. There are white people who do live a low income lifestyle. So to say that one group gets to get a discounted price and the other just get full price, that's just not a fair look, man. It's really not. I mean, everything is better when everything is all inclusive, right? Because in this case, it shows favoritism. It looks like you're showing favoritism to one demographic over the other. So yeah, man, it's just not a good look. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video. If you go in the comment section, let me know your thoughts. If you like this content, hit that like button. Thank you for stopping by. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button. That'll help me out a lot. I appreciate it. And until next time, I'm out.